Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and today is 27th of April 2021. The day is Tuesday, and right now we are studying the subject of mathematics, syllabus D 4024. It's O levels mathematics. Today we have set our hearts to solve May-June 2003 paper 1. A very old paper. We want our students to learn from this. This paper should also come in their practice. So let's start the paper. Very simple paper, and let's start. So here we have the question number coming up on your screen. Question number 1, he says express 0.03 as a fraction, and then he says express 150 as a percentage of $500. So these are the two parts. The first part, you have to represent this in a fraction. In the second part, you have to express 150 as a percentage of 500. So let me show you how I have done this. Okay, so here we come. Here comes the question number 1, A part 0.03. If you want to represent this in a fraction, you will have to remove the decimal, and that will be 3. In the place of decimal, I will put 1, and after the decimal, you will count how many zeros are there. So it will be 3 by 100. So that is the A part. If you want to do the B part, 150 as a percentage of 500. So 150 divided by 500 multiply 100. So 0, 0 will be cancelled with a 0, 0, and 150 divided by 5, that will be 30. So 30% is the answer. So this is the question number 1. Now let's move to the next question. The question number 2 is coming on your screen. Question number 2. Evaluate 7 by 8 minus 7 by 10, giving your answer as a fraction in its lowest term. And the next question is evaluate 2 whole 1 by 3 multiply 3 whole 1 by 2. Here in the first part, you will make their denominator same. The LCM is 40. So I will multiply upstairs here with the 5 and downstairs here with 5. Here I will multiply with 4, and I will multiply the new denominator also with 4. So the denominators will become same, then you can do the subtraction. And let me show you my work. And question number 2 is showing up on your screen, and here we go. So 7 by 10 minus 7 by 10, that will be 7 multiply 5 divided by 8 multiply 5 minus 7 multiply 4 divided by 10 multiply 4 equals to. So now the denominators are same, so you can take the single denominator. You can write it as a single denominator, 40. So you will upstairs you will have 35 minus 28, so it will be 7 by 40. So this is how you will do question number 2A part. Question number 2B part, 2 whole 1 by 3 multiply 3 whole 1 by 2. 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 1 7, 7 by 3 multiply 2 3s are 6, 6 plus 1 7, 7 by 2. So 7 by 3 multiply 7 by 2. Numerator will multiply with the numerator, denominator will multiply with the denominator, and we will have 49 by 6, which will be 8 whole 1 by 6. So this is how you will do the question number 2. So next question coming up on your screen is question number 3. And in the question number 3, you see 24 divided by 6 plus 2 multiply 9. Remember, always first of all, you will do the multiplication and the division, and after that, you will do the addition, operation of the addition. So the next B part is 0.4 multiply 0.002. So let's see how we have done the question number 3. So question number 3 is showing up on your screen. 24 divided 6 plus 2 multiply 9. 24 divided by 6 is 4, and 2 multiply 9 is 18. So it will be 4 plus 18, and that will be equals to 22. So question number 3B part, 0.4 multiply 0.02. You will remove the decimals. So we will have 4 by 10 multiply 2 divided by 100. So that will be 8 divided by 1000. So when you have downstairs 1000, so you move the decimal towards the left 3 steps. So you will have final answer will be 0.008. So the final answer will be 0.008. So this is how you do the question number 3. Let's move to the next part, question number 4, and here we go. Question number 4 showing up on your screen. Local time in the Singapore is 11 hours ahead of the Trinidad. Look at the 2 clocks in the answer space. One shows the local time in the Singapore and shows the local time in the Trinidad on the other clock. So what is the Singapore time? It is 7:35. In the Singapore, the time is 7:35. In the Trinidad, the time will be 11 hours behind. So the time will be 11 hours behind. So let me show you how I have done this. So this is on this part. Okay. So in the Singapore, the time is 7:35. So first of all, add 24 in the 7. So you will have 31:35 from 31:35, but because the Trinidad's time is 11 hours behind it. So from 31, I will subtract the 11. So I will have 31 minus 11. So the final answer will be 20:35. So the final answer is 20:35. I hope that you have understood it. And let's move to the next question. And the next question is, he says it is 9:15 a.m. in the Trinidad using the 24-hour clock right on the local time in the Singapore. The time of the Singapore is 11 hours ahead of the Trinidad. So what I will do in the 9:15, in the 24-hour format, 9:15 a.m. is 9:15. So in the 9:15, I will add 11 hours and then I will get the answer. Let me show you my work. I have done this. Okay, so here we go. Question number 4, B part is showing up on your screen. So 9:15, I will add 11 hours in it. So I will have 20:15. So the time in the Singapore will be 20:15 at that moment. The time of the Singapore is 11 hours ahead of the Trinidad local time. Okay, so this was the question number 4. Let's move to the next part. The next part is question number 5. He says factorize x square minus 7x plus 12. X square minus 7x plus 12. I will multiply the extreme terms. I'm going to use the method of midterm breaking. So 12x square, I will write down the factors of 12x square. So let me show you my work. And this is question number 5A part on your screen. So I will multiply the extreme terms x square with the 12. So I will have 12x square. I will write the factors of 12. That's 1 into 12, 2 into 6, 3 into 4. So with the third term, I have a positive sign. So I will write here add. I need to choose that pair, which by addition will give me minus 7. And you know, when we add, both of the terms can have positive sign or both of the terms can have the negative sign. When we add, the both terms should have the same sign. They can both be negative, they can both be positive. Because you want minus 7x, so I will write negative with both of them. So the pair I have chosen is minus 3 and minus 4. So I will write here midterm breaking x square minus 3x minus 4x plus 12. From the first two, I will take x common. So you will have x minus 3 minus 4 is common from the last two terms. So you will have x minus 3 inside the bracket. So from these two terms, x minus 3 bracket is common. From here, I will have x. From here, I will have minus 4. So bracket x minus 3 bracket close, bracket start, x bracket start, x minus 4 bracket close. So this is how you will factorize the question number 5A part. So let's move to the next part. The next part is, he says, solve this equation, x plus 1 in one bracket and x plus 3x minus 2 in the second bracket equals to 0. You see, if two brackets are multiplying and the answer is 0, this means that either the first bracket is 0 or the second bracket is 0 or both of them are 0. So I will make both the brackets equal to 0. So here you can see the question number 5B part, 3x plus 1, 3x minus 2 in one bracket and x plus 1 in bracket, both are multiplying equals to 0. So I will make the first bracket 0, x plus 1 equals to 0, so x will be equals to minus 1. 3x minus 2 equals to 0, 3x equals to 2, x will be equals to 2 by 3. So this is how you will do. We got the values of x. This is called the solving the equation. We found the value of the x. So this is question number 5B part. So let's move to the next question. That's question number 6. In the question number 6, it says express 99 as the product of its prime factors. So I will factorize it, and I will factorize it like we do the LCM. Normal students do the LCM like that. But you have to divide only with the prime number and the smallest possible prime number. Let me show you my work. I've done this A part. Here we go. So 99 divided with 3, so you will have 33, again divided with 3, so you will have 11, again divided by 11, so you will have 1. So the prime factors of 99 are 3 square into 11. 3 square into 11. Okay. So the next question, let me show you the next question. He says, Find the smallest possible integer value of n for which the 99n is a multiple of 24. Is a multiple of 24. Is a multiple of 24. So let me show you the technique how I have done this. Try to understand this technique. So 24's factors are 2 raised to power 3 multiply 3. 99's factors are 3 square into 11. So 99n is 3 square into 11 into n. N, I don't know what is the value of the n. But I know one thing, that this number is a multiple of 24. So it should have all the factors of 24 in it. So check. 24's factors are 2 cube. 24's factors are 2 cube, which is not here. Okay, and it's 3 is already here. So one thing which is missing from 99n to be the multiple of 24, it should have a 2 cube at least. So it means that the n smallest value could be 2 raised to power 3. So the answer is 8. Hopefully you have understood. This question is a little tricky, so pay attention to this question. This was the question number 26. Okay, so let's move to the next question. It is given that 5 raised to power minus 2 multiply 5 raised to k equals to 1. Write down the value of the k. So you know, anything raised to power 0, the answer is 1. So what I will do, I will write 5 raised to power 0, and that will be 1. So 5 raised to power minus 2 multiply 5 raised to power k equals to 1. In the place of 1, I will put 5 raised to power 0. 5 raised to power 0, the answer will be 1. So in the place of 1, I have written 5 raised to power 0. So here they are multiplying, their powers will be added. So we will have 5 raised to power k minus 2 equals to 5 raised to power 0. They are equal, their bases are equal. So it means their powers are also equal. So I will write k minus 2 equals to 0. K will be equals to 2. So the value of the k is 2. Okay, so let's check the next question. Question number 7b part. Question number 7b part. It is given that the third root of 7 is equals to 7 raised to power m. Write down the value of the m. Okay, so let me show you how I have solved it. So third root of the 7 means 7 raised to power 1 by 3. That's equals to 7 raised to power m. So 7 raised to power 1 by 3 equals to 7 raised to power m. They are equal, their bases are same. So it means their exponents or their powers are also same. So I will write the powers equal to each other. So 1 by 3 equals to m. So m will be equals to 1 by 3. So the value of the m is 1 by 3. So this is question number 7b part. Let's go to the next question. The next question is question number 8. And he says, add together 7 kilograms and 40 grams. Give your answer in kilograms. You see, if you want to add them, their units must be same. You cannot add 37 kilograms into 40 grams. Their unit, first of all, their units must be same. And then the final answer we want is in the kilogram. Okay, so let me show you my work. I have done this question number 8, A part 37 kg plus 40 gram. So I have converted to solve it easily. I have converted both the terms into grams. So 37 multiply 1000, it will be 37,000 grams plus 40 grams. So it will be 37,040 grams. Divided with 1000 to convert the grams into the kg. So the decimal will move 3 steps towards the left. So we will have the 37.04 kg. 37.04 kg is the answer in front. Hopefully you have understood this question. So next, let's move to the next question. The question is 8b part. He says the length of a piece of a string is 0.026 meter. Correct to the nearest millimeter. So it is correct to the nearest millimeter. So 1 millimeter divided by 2, it will be 0.5 millimeter with it, right? Plus minus. The actual length is in meters, so multiplied with 1000, so it will be also converted into millimeters. Then add the 0.05 and you will get the upper bound, and subtract 0.5 from this reading, you will get the lower bound. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here we go. So here we have the question number 8 showing up 1 millimeter. The reading was correct to the measurement was correct to the 1 millimeter. So I will write 1 millimeter divided by 2. That will be plus minus 0.5 millimeter. The actual reading was 0.026 meter. You multiply it with 1000. So it will be 26 millimeter. So the length is 26 millimeter. If you want to find the upper bound, add 0.5 millimeter in it. So the upper bond will be 26.5 millimeter. If you want to find out the lower bond, you subtract the 0.5 millimeter from it. So you will have 25.5 millimeter. So the actual question was what is the lower bound of the length? So that is 25.5 millimeter. So I hope that you have understood the procedure, that how we have decided to get the lower bond. So that was the question number 8B part. Let's move to the next question. And the next question coming up on your screen is question number 9. So question number 9 says that P is equals to 3.2 x power 11 and the Q is equals to 8 x power minus 4. Express your answers in the standard form, evaluate Q square. The first question coming up is Q square. If you want to find out the Q square value. Okay. So the Q square means Q multiply Q. So it is 8 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 multiply 8 into 10 to the power minus 4. So it will be 64 into 10 to the power minus 8. So move this decimal one step to the left and the power will increase by 1. So minus 8 plus 1, it will be minus 7. So the final answer will be 6.4 x power minus 7. So this is question number 9A part. Hopefully you have understood. Okay, so let's move to the next part. And the next part is find the P divide Q. P divided Q. P divided Q. Okay. So P divided Q. So P divided by Q means P by Q, 3.2 into 10 to the power 11 divided by 8 x power minus 4. So I take 110 from here and give it to this. So it will become 32. So 10 to the power 12 is left. 8 multiply 10 to the power minus 4. 8 and 34, 32 will be cancelled. Sorry. So that will be 4. And from 10 subtract minus 4. From 10 you want to subtract minus 4, it will be 14. So you will have 4 x power 14. 4 x power 14 is the right answer. Okay, so we are moving to the next part, the next question, that is question number 10. Here we have some a raised to a factor, a column vector is given. A is minus 2 4, b is minus 3 2, c is equals to u 10. So express 2a plus b as a column vector. So I will multiply 2 with the a and then I will add the answer into the b column vector. So let me show you my work. So 2a plus b, 2 will multiply with the column vector a. So you will have minus 4 and 8 and minus 4 minus 3, it will be minus 7. 8 plus 2, that will be 10. So question number 10A part is done. Hopefully you have understood. So let's move to the next part. Give a vector, given that the vector C is parallel to the vector A. Calculate the value of the u. We have to calculate the value of the u, and he's telling us that these two vectors A and C, they are parallel to each other. Let me show you how. So because C and A both are parallel to each other, so I have written the column vector A and the column vector C because they are parallel to each other. So here I forgot to write equal sign. Just write equal sign here. Okay, so here we have equal sign. So whatever is the ratio between the x of both, that same will be the ratio of the y's. So the x here is minus 2 and the x here is u. So the ratio between them will be minus 2 by u equals to y here is 4 and y here is 10. So it will be 4 by 10. So whatever is the ratio of the x, same will be the ratio of the y because they both are parallel to each other. So you will have minus 2 divided by u equals to 4 by 10. So it will be 4u equals to minus 20. So u will be equals to minus 20 divided by 4 and u will be equals to minus 5. So u value will be equals to minus 5. I hope that you have understood because they both are their vectors they are parallel to each other. So the ratio of their x and the ratio of their y is same. Okay. Let's move to the next question. This was question number 10. Okay, now we are on the question number 11. Solve the simultaneous equation. 2x minus y is equals to 9. 2x minus 3y equals to minus 23. This is simultaneous equation, 3 marks question. I will multiply the first term with 3. The first equation, I will multiply the every member of the equation number 1 with 3. So I will make the coefficients of y same. Then I will subtract from the first, I will subtract the second, and I will get the value of the x. Let me show you my technique here, how I have done this. So here we go. Okay. So question number 11, 4x minus y equals to 9, 2x minus 3y equals to minus 23. So the first equation, this equation, I will multiply it with the 3. So it will become 12x minus 3y equals to 27. The second equation is written as it is. So from the first equation, I will subtract the second equation. When I subtract, I change the signs of the second equation. So this positive will become negative, this negative will become positive, this negative will become positive. So 12x minus 2x, that will be 10x minus 3y plus 3y, they will be cancelled, equals to 27 plus 23, that will be 50. So 10 will go to the other side, divide there, so x will be equals to 5. So we have 4x minus y equals to 9. In the place of x, I will put the value of the 5. That 4 5s are 20. 20 minus y equals to 9. So minus y is equals to 9 minus 20. So minus y is equals to minus 11. So minus minus will be cancelled. So y will be equals to 11. So this is how we do this question number 11 simultaneously. The simultaneous equations. This is a 3-mark question, very, very important. Every year this comes in the paper. Now let's move to the question number 12. Okay, the question number 12 is showing up on your screen. Let me show you. Okay. He says that the 5 items bought at a shop are shown on the receipt. The part showing the cost of the apples is missing. How much did the apples cost? I know the total bill here. You can see I know what is their total. The total bill is $5.90. So I know the price of tomato, cheese, mineral water, roll. The price of apple, it has been cut by mistake. So now I want to find out what is the price of the apple. From the total, subtract these 4 values. From this total, subtract these 4 values, you will get the value of the apple. So I have done this on a paper. Let me show you. Question number 9. Question number 12, sorry, A part. Apple price will be 5.90 minus bracket start 1.35 plus 1.20 plus 1.64 plus 1.20. So when I add them, their answer is 5.39. So 5.90 minus 5.39 is $0.51. So the price of the apples will be $0.51. $0.51. A very simple and a straightforward question. Hopefully you have understood. So let's move to the next question. That was the A part. In the B part, he says the total cost of $5.90 when converted to euros is 6.80 euros. Using these totals, draw a graph on the axis in the answer space, which will enable you to convert dollars to euros. Use your graph to estimate the cost of the mineral water in the euros. The price of the mineral water in dollars is 1.20, and I have to convert it into euros. But first of all, I have to draw a graph. So $5.90 gives you 6.80 euros. I have done this. Okay, so now on the screen, this graph is showing this graph. On this y-axis, I have dollars. On the x-axis, I have euros. There are 2 points given. When there are $0, there are 0 euros. But when there are 6.8 euros, the dollars are 5.9. So by knowing these 2 points, I have plotted them 0,0 and 5.9. Sorry, 6.8, 5.9. I plotted them here. So then I have joined them with this green color line. So I have this graph. So now the price of the mineral water was $1.20. So from here, dollar, I check 1.20 is here. From here, I come to the graph and then I check on the x-axis what is the value. That is 1.4 pounds. So the mineral water whose price is $1.20, its price in the euros will be 1.4 euros. So I hope that you have understood that I have only 2 points, 0,0 and 6.8, 5.9, and I plotted those 2 points and then I joined them with the straight line and I got this graph which can convert dollars into euros, euros into dollars. And then by using this, I have found the price of the mineral water in the euros. So hopefully you have understood this question. That was question number 12B part. Okay, so move to the next question. The question number 13 is coming up on your screen. He says solve the equation 5 by x plus 1 equals to 4. Here you can cross multiply and you will find the value of the x. Let me show you my work. Okay. So question number 13, a part 5 by x, x plus 1 is equals to 4. Cross multiplies, you will have 4. You will have 4 plus, you will have 4. You will have 4 into x plus 1 equals to 5. And that will give you 4x plus 4 equals to 5. So 4x will be equals to 5 minus 4. 4x will be equals to 1. So x will be equals to 1 divided by 4. So this is how you will solve question number 13, and it's A part. Now let's try and let's try to solve the next question. The next question is the next question is this: solve the inequality 7 minus y is less than 9. Let me show you. Okay, so we have 7 minus y less than 9. So minus y, this 7 go on the other side, subtract there. So minus y less than 9 minus 7 minus y is less than 2. Divide both sides with the negative 1. When you divide both sides with the negative 1, so what will happen? The sign of the inequality will change. Whenever you divide both sides or multiply both sides with a negative number, the sign of the inequality is supposed to change. So I believe that that sign will change, and so y is more than minus 2. So this is the solution. Okay, so then we have the next part, and in the next part he says write down the least integer value of z for which z is more than minus 4. Write down the least integer value of the z for which the z is more than minus 4. Let me show why. First of all, I represent this thing on a number line, and then it will be very easy. So it's written here z is more than minus 4. So here I have drawn a number line. So z value is more than minus 4, but this minus 4 is not included. And greater than minus 4, I will show an arrow towards the right. And in this solution, the first integer coming up is minus 3. So the least integer value of this z more than minus 4, the least integer value will be minus 3. So minus 3 is the answer. So this is question number 13 coming up on your, it's showing up on your screen. Hopefully you have understood. Okay, so we are moving to the next question. The next question is a little bit tricky. So you can see the whole question. Okay, further reduce. Okay. So the points, this is question number, I think question number, question number 14. The point A, B, C, D, and E lie on the circle with the diameter AC. EB and AC meet at the F, and the GA is the tangent to the circle, and the A is the tangent to the circle at A. CD is equals to 128 and BFC is equals to 65. Calculate the GAE. 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 He wants you to find out this angle. GAE. GAE. I want to find this angle. This whole angle GAC will be 90 because the tangent makes 90-degree angle with the radius. So this whole angle GAC will be 90-degree. Tangent makes 90-degree angle with the radius. This is 128. I can find out the EAC, and the 128. They are cyclic quadrilateral. They are opposite angles in the cyclic quadrilateral, and we call it the angles in the opposite segment are supplementary. Cyclic quadrilateral. This 128 and this angle EAC, they are supplementary to each other. So I can find the EAC, and the EAC will be 180 minus 128. So once you have this value of the EAC, then this whole angle is 90. From 90, I will subtract EAC and I will get the value of the GAE. Let me show you my work before you get confused. Okay. So here we go. So CAE plus 128 is equals to 180. The angles in the opposite segment are supplementary. So the CAE angle will be equals to 180 minus 188, and the CAE angle will be 52. the GAE plus CAE will be equal to 90. Here, the tangent is perpendicular to the radius. That's the reason. So GAE plus CAE value is 52 equals to 90. So this 52 will go on the other side. It will subtract. So you will have GAE equals to 90 minus 52. So the GAE value will be 38. So hopefully you have understood this part. The next part is question number 14, B part. Let me first of all check from the question paper. So you have this angle as 38. So this angle here, that's 38. The next question is AEB. AEB. So he wants you to find out this angle. So I already know this angle. I know this angle will be also 65. This angle here, that will be vertically opposite to this 65. So this angle will be also 65. If I know this angle, I know this angle. I can find out this angle is a triangle. So the sum of these three angles will be 180. So the question number 14 is showing up on your screen, and the B part, AEB plus EAC plus EFA equals to 180. So AEB plus 52 plus 65 equals to 180. So AEB plus 117 equals to 180. So AEB equals to 180 minus 117, that will be 63. So the sum of internal angles of a triangle, that was the reason there. And I hope that you have understood this question. I have tried to explain it to you. This question is coming from the circle properties. Okay. So that was question number 14. So now let's move to the next question, and that's question number 15. He says the lines x plus y equals to 2 and the 3x minus 3y equals to 6 are shown on the diagram in the answer space. Find the gradient of the line x minus 3y equals to 6. So if you want to find the gradient of this line, and the coin is given already, so I will make y alone, and y should be positive and alone on one side. So I will have x minus 6 equals to 3y. And when I will make the y alone, the 3 will go on the other side and divide. Let me show you my work. Here we go. Okay. So x minus 3y equals to 6. So 3y is equals to x minus 6. The 3 will go on the other side. So it will become x by 3 minus 2. So the gradient here is the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x here is 1 by 3. So the gradient of that line is gradient of that line is 1 by 3. Hopefully you have understood. The gradient of the line is 1 by 3. So let's do this, the next part. And let's do the next part. Okay, so second part. Here we go. On the diagram, the answer space shade the region of this and this and this. Okay. So try to understand how I will do this. Try to just get how I do this. The first equation is x plus y less than equals to 2. So y will be equals to minus x plus 2 if I take x to the other side. So it will be y is less than minus x plus 2. So this is the equation whose y-intercept will be 2 and the slope will be minus 1. So I have to recognize that this is which line. So I have to recognize this is which line. So you can see here this line, its y-intercept is 2 and its slope is negative. So this is that line. So because the crocodile's back is towards y, so the area below this line is the required area. So this area is required below this. Look at this line. Here you have to recognize that what is this line? This line x minus 3y is less than equals to 6. I will make the 3y, take the 3y to the other side. So you will have x minus 6 equals to 3y. So it will be x by 3 and 6 will, then the 6 will be divided with the 3. You will have 2. We have already done this, so it means its y-intercept will be -2 and the slope will be positive. So this is that line. This line is that equation. That equation is for this line. Because here you have the crocodile. Crocodile's back is towards y, but the y is not positive. So our rule is when the y should be positive. So because so take the y to the other side, the y should be positive. So then the crocodile's mouth will be towards the y should be positive. Then I decide, because the crocodile's mouth will be towards the y, so the upper area, the area above this line will be the required area. So this is x equals to -1. This is basically x equals to -1. So x is greater than -1. So x equals to -1 is this line greater than, so you have to remain on the right side. This is the line x equals to -1. So inequality says x is more than -1. So crocodile's mouth is towards x. So I will remain right on the right side of that line. So let me show you and explain you how this is done. It's a little bit tricky. Okay. So here we go. This is that line, x plus y less than 2. So you, because its back is to crocodile's back is towards y, so you will have to remain below this line. And in this line, here in the original, the crocodile's back is towards y, but there is a problem that y is not positive. The y should be positive. So I will remain. If I take the y to this side, then it will be good. When the y is positive, crocodile's mouth is towards y. So the area above this line is the required area. On this line, which is x equals to -1, the x should be greater than and equals to -1. So to the right of this is the required area. So this colored area, which I have shown here, is the required area. Hopefully you have understood. If you have practiced these questions, hopefully then you will be able to understand. It's a little tricky question, but hopefully you have understood this question. So the next question is question number 16, and the question number 16 is showing up on your screen. He stated the order of the rotational symmetry of a rectangular decagon. Decagon means it has 10 sides. Deca means 10 sides. So if you have a regular decagon, so its order of rotational symmetry will be also 10. The order of rotational symmetry will be also 10. He says, write down those letters of the word ambulance which have a vertical axis of symmetry. In the ambulance, the letters which have the vertical axis of symmetry is A and M, and that's it. And U. I've done this on a paper. Let me show you. So here we go. Question number 16, A part, the 10. There will be 10 order. The order of symmetry will be 10. And in the question number 16, B part, A, M, and U. By the red lines I have shown. The vertical line of symmetry. So these three letters have vertical line of symmetry. So let's move to the next part. It says A and B are 2 points in space which are 10 centimeter apart. So the line AB is basically 10 centimeter. So the AB line is 10 centimeter. Describe fully the locus of points in 3 dimensions that are 3 centimeter from the line. So in the 3D, if you have a line, and that will be like an axis, and around it you have to remain at 3 centimeters distance. So that will be a cylinder. So which starts at A and ends at A. So on the sides it will be cylinder. On the top you will have a hemisphere, and the bottom you will have a hemisphere. So this is how you will describe it. I have shown it. Let me show you. So it will be like a cylinder, and that AB line will be like an axis of the cylinder. So it's a cylinder of the length 10 centimeter, and its radius is 3 centimeter. And on the ends A and B, we will also have hemispheres, and those hemispheres will be of 3 centimeter radius. So this is the diagram which will be formed. This is not to the scale. So that was the question number 16, A part, B part, and okay. So now move to the next question. That's question number 17. Let's increase the size. Okay. Now question number 17, 2 marks question. Here a function is given, f of x is equals to 3x plus 4. Given that f of k is equal to k, find the value of the k. And then the next B part is find the inverse of this function. Inverse of f. 2 marks, 2 marks. These are the marks. Okay, that's question number 17. Let me show you my work. I've done this on a paper. Okay, so question number 17 is showing up on your screen. Here, f of x is equals to 3x plus 4. F of k equals to k is given in the question. So it means I will put in the variable. The variable is x. In place of the x, I will substitute this value, k. So 3k plus 4, he says the answer will be also k. So 3k minus k, this come to this side, this 4 go to the other side. So you will have 2k equals to minus 4, and k will be equals to minus 4 by 2. K will be equals to minus 2. So this is the A part. And in the second part, he wants you to find out the inverse. So whenever you want to find out the inverse of a function, the methodology is there is a certain way in which you write the thing. So don't forget this thing. So first of all, I write f of x equals to y, and then this f go to the other side. So x will be equals to f inverse of y. So in the place of f of x, the function, I will put the formula 3x plus 4 equals to y. I will make x the subject of the formula. So 3x equals to y minus 4. X will be equals to y minus 4 by 3. In the place of this x, I will write x equals to f inverse y. F inverse y is equals to y minus 4 divided by 3. So I will change the variable here. F inverse of x equals to x minus 4 divided by 3. I've changed the variable from y to x. So this is how you will find the inverse of a function, a very important question. Okay, so let's move to the next part. That's question number 18 coming up on your screen. Here we go. Question number 18 is showing up on your screen. It says, in a group of language students, 24 studied Spanish, 23 studied French, and 15 studied German. So when I will draw a Venn diagram, in that Spanish circle, you will have 24 total. In the French circle, you will have 23, and the German circle, which you represent the German, that will have 15 students. 12 students studied Spanish and French. It means S intersection F equals to 12. So members in that will be 12. So German G intersection F, that will be 10, and S intersection G, that will be 6, and S intersection F intersection G, that will be 4. 4 studied all 3 languages. By drawing a Venn diagram or otherwise, calculate the number of students who studied both Spanish and French, but not German, and only one language. Okay, let me show you my work. I've done this. And then we, okay. Okay. So the number of the members in the S will be 24. Numbers of the members in the F will be 23. Numbers of the members in the G will be 15. Number of the members in the S intersection F, 12. Number of the members in the G intersection F will be 10. The number of the members in the S intersection G will be 6. And the number of members in the S intersection F intersection G will be 12. So I will draw the Venn diagram. Here you can see I have drawn the 3 circles. So first of all, we always start from the center of the circle. So where the 3 are overlapping, where the 3s are overlapping, I will put the 6. then S intersection G is 6. So where the S and G intersect, S and G intersect here, the total member should be 6. 4 is already written there. So here I will write 2. G intersection F, that's 10. G intersection F 10, that is this portion. So the total member here, this portion, G intersection F, here you should have 10 members. 4 is already there, so here I will write 6. And S intersection F, S intersection F, S intersection F, there the total members should be 12. So 4 is already here, so here I will write 8. Then you can see the members in the G should be 15. The members in the G should be 15. So 2, 4, and 6 are already there. So from 15, subtract 6, 4, and 2, you will be left with 3. So I will write 3. Only G will be 3. So the F has 23 members. 8, 4, 6 is already there. So from 23, subtract 8, 4, and 6. So you will get 5. I will write 5 here. Okay, so in the S, there are 24 members. So I will write here 8, 2, and 8, 4, and 2. They are already there. So I will subtract from 24, I will subtract 8, 4, and 2. And 10 I will get. So I will write here. So here I will write 10. So this is how you will fill this Venn diagram. Hopefully you have understood. The question was both Spanish and French, but not German. Common to the Spanish and French, but German should not included. So that is 8. 8 is the answer. Spanish and French, but not German, that's 8. Only one language. Only one language. These 10 people, these 5 people, and these 3 people. They are only speaking one language. So that will be 10 plus 5 plus 3, and that will be 18. So this is how we will do this question. This is how we will do this question. Hopefully you have understood. So let's move to the next part. That was the question number 18. Hopefully you have understood. Okay, so that's the B part of the question number 18. The B part is now showing up on the screen. He says a set A consists of the points whose coordinates are x, y are given by A is equals to such that x, y and y is equal to 2x plus 1. The points in the set B are given by so there are points, the members of the B are given. They are like coordinates. And in the, he says how many members are in the B. This small n means that how many members are there. And this A intersection B we have to find out. So I've done this on a paper. Let me show you how I have done, and then we can solve it. Okay. So here we have the B set is already given there. So you count how many members? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So there are 5 members in the set B. So that was the first part. In the second part, first of all, I have to find out. There was a formula given that y is equals to 2x plus 1. So here, if I take the x value as 0, the y value will be 2 into 0 will be 0 plus 1, 1. Then I have, let's take the value of the x as 2. Then I will have 2 into 2, that will be 4, 4 plus 1, 5. So 2, 5. Then take the value of x as 3. So you will have 2 into 3, 6, 6 plus 1, 6 plus 1, 7. So you will have 0.3, 7. Then take the value x as 4. So you will have 4 into 2, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. So 4, 9 will be the point. Then take the x value as 5. So 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 1, 11. So you will have 5, 11. And so this will go on. You can take the values of x and the values of y you will get, and this will go on. This will continue. So now we have to decide what is common between A and B. In the A and B, you can see what is common. 0, 1 is here. 0, 1 is there. So this is common. 1, 2 is not here. 2, 5 it is here. 2, 5 is common. Then I have 3, 6, and there is no 3, 6. So only these 2 members are common in them. So this was the question number 18B, second part. So hopefully you have understood that how I have written the set A, and then how I have got the members of set A, and how we have noticed that what are the common between A and B. So this is question number 18, and it's B part. So hopefully you have understood. Okay, so now it's a 1 mark question, the first part, and then the next part, 2 mark question. That's question number 19. He says the vertices of a square ABCD. Vertices of a square ABCD lies on a circle of the radius R. Show that the length R L centimeter of a side of a square is R under root 2 centimeters. So we have to show that this length is okay. So you know this the methodology is very simple. Try to understand this. This is one chord, this is other chord, this is other chord, this is other chord. All these chords are of equal length. They are sides of a square. So when I join this chord here, the join chord here. So this 360 angle here will be divided into 4 equal parts. So each equal part will be of 90 degrees. So if I draw a line here, so this will be radius, this will be a radius, and the angle here will be 90. So it will be a right angle triangle, and two smaller sides are radius, R, R. And I want to find out the value of the L. So I can apply the Pythagoras. Let me show you. That's question number 19A part. So R square plus R square is equals to L square. So 2R square is equals to L square. So take the square root on the both sides. So you will have L equals to under root 2 into R. So L is equals to R multiply with the under root 2. So this is how you will show. I hope you have understood that logic, what I was trying to explain to you. These are equal chords subtend equal angle at the center. So these are 4 equal chords. So when I bring them here, 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 so here I will have 4 equal angles, and their sum will be 360. Complete cycle. So I can, so each angle will be of 360 divided by 4, and each angle will be of the 90 degree. So that is the A part. We are done with the A part. Now the second part is by comparing the perimeter of the square and the circumference of the circle, or otherwise show that. Okay. So if you pay attention here, this straight line, the distance between B and C, this is a straight distance, and this is the curved distance. So this curved distance should be larger than this straight. This is the shorter distance from B to C, and this distance will be larger. So it means if I will repeat this 4 times, I will have the full circle, circumference of the circle, and the perimeter of the square. The circumference of the circle should be larger than the perimeter of the square, because the circumference of the circle should be larger than the perimeter of the square, which is in this situation. So let me show you how I will find out this thing. I will show this thing. Okay. So so the perimeter of the square is 4L, and L value is under root 2 into R. So 4 under root 2 into R equals to 4 under root 2 into R. Okay. So the perimeter of the circle is 2 pi R. The perimeter of the circle is greater than the perimeter of the square. So you will have 2 pi R greater than 4 under root 2 into R. So you will have R and R will be cancelled. 2 and 4 will be cancelled. So you will have pi greater than 2 under root 2. So this 2 can be brought to the other side. So pi divided by 2 is more than under root 2. So this was the thing which you need to show. This was the thing which they asked you to show. Okay, so let me show you the question paper, and then we can. Okay, so this is the thing they were asking us to show, that the pi by 2 is greater than the under root 2 value. So the next part, C part, is that what special kind of number is under root 2 and 5? Never forget them, they are irrational numbers. They both are irrational numbers. So it's a 1 mark question. Under root 2 and the 5, they are irrational numbers. Let me show you. I have written this. So under root 2 and the pi are irrational numbers. So this is question number 19, B and C part. Let's move to the next part. The next question. Go. This is expand and simplify. Expand and simplify is very easy. You just have to multiply these two brackets. And the B part is we have to factorize. Here, 4 terms are given and you need to factorize them. So this is the A part and B part, both are of 2 marks. Very easy question. Let me show you my work. I've done this. Okay. So question number 20, A part x minus 1 in one bracket and another bracket we have x square plus x plus 1. So the first member of the first bracket will multiply with the whole of the second bracket. And then the second member of the first bracket will multiply with this whole of the second bracket. So you will have x cubed plus x square plus x minus, here you will have x square minus x and minus 1. So x square and minus x square will be cancelled, plus x and minus x will be cancelled. You are left with x cubed minus. So the final answer will be x cubed minus 1. In the question number 20, B part, ax minus bx minus 3ay plus 3by. It's a 4-term expression and you have to factorize it. In the first 2 terms, you can see the x is common, so it will be a minus b inside the bracket. From the last 2 terms, I can take minus 3 and y common, so you will have a minus b. Now I can take a minus b bracket common, so I will have a minus b in one bracket, and then the bracket I will have x minus 3y. So a minus b into x minus 3y, that is the answer. So this was question number 20, A and B part. Hopefully it's clear to you. Okay, so let's move to the next question. That was question number 20, 2 marks, each part. Now we are in the question number. Okay, 1 mark and 3 marks. Okay. It says that 2 vertical posts of the same height stand on horizontal ground. The distance between the post is d centimeter. When a wire of length w centimeters is suspended between the posts, the sag in the middle is s centimeter. The sag is given by the formula s is equals to under root, and under the under root there is 3d bracket w minus d bracket close divided by a. Everything is under that radical sign. Find s when d is equal to 800 and w is equal to 803. Okay, so simply you have to substitute these values there and you will be able to find out the value of the s. And then the b part is express the w in terms of d and s. That's the second part, and that second part is of 3 marks. You can see that it is of 3 marks. So the subject of the formula. Here he wants us to make w the subject of the formula. So let's see how we can do this. This is question number 21 showing up on your screen. So let's see. So s is equals to under root 3d bracket w minus d divided by 8. The value of the d is 800 and value of the w is 803. So just put those values there. So you will have 3 into 800 into and a bracket 803 minus 800. So 8 and 800 will be cancelled. That will be 103 multiply 100, and 803 minus 800 will be 3. So I'm taking the square root or radical or the under root of 100. It will be 10 of 3 into 3. It will be 3. So the final answer will be 30. So I hope you have understood that how without calculator. Now in the question number 21 B part, he wants you to to make the W the subject of the formula. So W is under that radical sign. So first of all, I will take the square on both the sides. So I will have S square equals to 3. This radical sign and square will be cancelled. So 3D bracket W minus D divided by 8. So this 8 will go on the other side. 3D will go on the other side. So I will have 8S square divided by 3D equals to W minus D. Take this minus D to the other side, it will add. So you will have W equals to 8S square by 3D plus D. This is right answer. Or you can take this 3D as LCM and then you will have 8S square plus 3D square divided by 3. So you can write in both forms, this first form, or you can write in the second form. Both answers are. So this is a 3-mark question. This is a 3-mark question. Question number 21 B part. So I hope that you have understood this question, and let's move to the next. How much mark is 1, 1, and 2? So this question 22 is showing up on your screen. He says that the sine 30 is equal to 0.5 and sine cos of 30 is 0.866. Write down the value of the cos 150 and cos 60. Okay, so if you want to find out the value of the cos 150, you need to understand few formulas. Let me bring it in front of you. So remember this formula. Cos theta is equals to minus cos 180 minus theta. Sin theta is equals to sin 180 minus theta. Cos theta is equal to sin 90 minus theta. And sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Don't forget these formulas. They are used in O level in a way. Okay. So here we have the value of the cos 150 is the question to us. You know, 150 can be written as 180 minus 150 according to the formula. So the cos 150 value will be equals to the minus cos. Here I forgot to put a negative sign. So put a negative sign here. So minus cos 180 minus 150, that will be minus cos 30. Cos 30 value is given to us, that is 0.866. So if you have two angles which are supplementary of each other, try to understand in this way. Follow my words. If you have two angles who are supplement to each other, for example, 150 and 30, they are supplement of each other. So whatever is the value of the cos 30, same will be the value of its cos of its supplement. So whatever is the value of the cos 30, same numbers will be in the value of the cos 150, but with the cos 150, I have to put a negative sign. So that's the. Okay, another very important thing is the numbers which are the angles which are complement to each other. Complement means their sum is 90. So for example, 60 and 30, they are complement of each other. 60 and 30, they are complement because their sum is 90. So they are complement of each other. So if you want to find out the cos 60 value, 60, its complement is 30. Okay. So cos 60, its answer will be same as sin 30. Its answer will be as sin 30. So cos of an angle is equals to sine of the complement of that angle. So cos 60, it will be equals to 60's complement is 30. So sine of 30. Sine of 30 value, I know that 0.5. So never forget these formulas. Try to understand this, okay? Now, sorry. Next part says. The next part says that a triangle has sides of length 6 centimeter and 5 centimeter. The angle between these two sides is 150 degree. Calculate the area of the triangle. Very easy question. You see, if I know the two sides and the angle between them, I can find out the area. The formula is 1/2 multiply side 1 multiply side 2 multiply the sine of the angle between them. Very simple question. So let me show you how I have done this. So here I have tried to show you by the help of the diagram that how this is done. Sorry. So you have here area of the triangle is equals to 1/2 into 6 into 5 into sine of 150. So I will have 1/2 into 6 5 are 30 into sine of 1. I don't know what is the value of the sine 150, but because 150 it's supplementary angle, its supplement will be 30. So sine 150 will have the same value as the sine 30 has. And the sine 30 value is given in the question, that is 0.5. So I will have 1/2 into 30 into 0.5, and it will be 15 into 0.5. So it will be 5/10, 15 multiplied by 75 divided by 10, that will be 7.5. So the area will be 7.5. So this is how you will do the question. That will be question number 22. Hopefully you have understood. It's a very important question, very important concept. So don't forget this. So here we have, let me reduce the size. This is question number. So the question number 23 is showing up on your screen in the diagram. OP, from O to P. O to P is small p. O to Q is Q, and from O to R is R, smaller. The midpoint of PQ and QR, E and F, these are the midpoint. So if this is the midpoint, the ratio here will be 1 and 1. If E is the midpoint, then the ratio here will be 1 and 1. Expressed simply as possible in terms of P and Q. PE, we have to represent PE. So PE I can find out very easily if I know the PQ, and the PE will be half of the PQ. OE, he wants OE. Once I know the PE, then OE will be no problem. Let me show you. I've done this. Okay, so this diagram I have shown, that is the same diagram, and if the first question is find the value of the PE, so I know that the PE will be half of the PQ. If I want to find out the value of the PE, so the first of all I should know the value of the PQ. PQ's bypass will be from P to O, from O to Q. So sorry. So from P to O, O to Q, so it will be minus P plus Q, and you have to divide it with 2 because PE is half of the PQ. So PQ minus P divided by 2. So this is the first part, PE value. Fully you understand. The next question is OE. If you want to go from O to E, from O to E, from O to E, go from O to P and from P to E. So from OE will be OP plus PE. OP is positive P plus P to E is this, Q minus P divided by 2. So this, I will take the LCM. So you have 2P plus Q minus P divided by 2. So 2P minus P, that will be P plus Q. So P plus Q divided by 2. So we found the value of the OE. Then the next question, let me go back and check what's the question. Wording of the question actually. Hence, write down OF. The B part is OF. I want O to F. From O to F. From O to F, I will go from O to R, from R to F. So that will be my bypass, from O to R, from R to F. from O to R plus RF will be half of the RQ. RQ. And RQ is O to RQ will be R to O, O to Q. That will be the RQ. RQ value we don't know. So we have to first of all find that. So I have done it directly. So OR plus 1 by 2 R to O and O to Q. So I will put these values. OF OR is R plus 1 by 2. R to O is minus R plus O to Q will be Q. So R plus this will 1 by 2 will multiply and go inside. This will be R by 2 plus Q by 2, R minus R by 2. So 1 minus 1 by 2, that will be 1 by 2. So R by 2 plus Q by 2. So you can write it R plus Q by 2. So hopefully you have understood. I think I have written little complicated way. It might get confused. You might get confused, but here you see that first of all, you will need R to Q. So R to Q will be from R to O, O to Q. So that will be Q minus R divided Q minus R. And if you want to find out RF, that will be half of the RQ. RF, that will be 1 by 2 of the RQ. So that will be Q minus R whole divided by 2. Once you know the value of the RF, then I can find the value of OF. O to R, R to F. Hopefully you are able to understand this. The next question is C part, question number 25, and it's C part, and he says C part, find EF from E to F. I know the value of OE, I know the value of OF. He wants me to find out the value of EF. So from E, I come to O, from O, I go to F. That is the bypass. Okay. So let me show you my work. Now the main question they are asking me is, now the question is EF. From E come to O, from O go to F. I know the E value. I also know the F value. So I can tell this now very easy. Let me size. Okay. So EF will be from E go to O, from O go to F. That's the bypass. So I know the OE value, the EO value will be opposite of it. So I will change the signs. So I have changed the signs here. So minus P minus Q divided by 2 plus OF is R plus Q divided by 2. So I will have 1 by 2 taken common. So minus P minus Q plus R plus Q. And the Q and Q will be cancelled. So you're left with R minus P only. So 1 by 2 R minus P is the value of the EF. Okay. Now, in the next part, that's the how you find EF. In the last part, he wants to let me show you the wording of that part. D part. Write down 2 facts about the EF and the PR. Write down 2 facts about the EF and the PR. The value of the EF I just calculated. Let me show you. The value of the PR I don't. First of all, let me find out that. The value of the PR will be, you make a bypass from P to O and from O to R. So that will be minus P plus R. So R minus P. So the PR value is R minus P. So you see EF is equals to 1 by 2. That's the value we just calculated in the previous part. EF is equal to 1 by 2 bracket R minus P. And here I know that R minus P means PR. So in the R minus P, I can add PR. So it means EF is equal to half of the PR. This means that the EF and the PR are parallel. This means that the EF and the PR are parallel because their basic vector form is same. So they are parallel. Another very important thing I came to know is that the length of the EF is half the length of the PR. These are the 2 facts they came. So hopefully you have understood this. This is the vector. This is a question on the topic of vectors. So a little tricky question this was. So let's move to the next part. And tricky. Okay, so next is the question number 24. So it's showing up on your screen. Try to use the size view. Okay, so here we have a speed time graph, and this is question number 24, a speed time graph. On the y-axis, the speed is represented, and on the x-axis, the time is represented. The time is in seconds, the speed is in meter per second. And you can see this graph is going like this, then like this, and then it becomes horizontal. You know that the slope of the speed time graph is the acceleration, and the area under the speed time graph is equal to the distance traveled. The speed time graph shows the performance of a cyclist during the first 90 seconds of a race. Calculate the acceleration of the cyclist during the first 10 seconds. So I want to find out the acceleration in the first 10 seconds. So I will use 2 points on this straight line. I will note down their coordinates and I will find the slope of this line, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And that will be the acceleration. That will be the acceleration. That will be the acceleration. So let me show you my work. I have noted down 2 points on this line. So let me show you. So what I will do, I will note down 2 points on that straight line, the first straight line. And you can see that is 10, 11 and 0, 0. I have taken 2 points on that line. And then I can find out the gradient. The formula for the gradient is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, and that gradient of the speed time graph is equal to the acceleration. So I will have 11 minus 0 divided by 10 minus 0 equals to 11 by 10 equals to 1.1 meter per second square. So the acceleration in the first 10 seconds is 1.1 meter per second square. Hopefully you have understood this first part. Let's move to the next part. In the next part, the next part is calculate the distance in meters traveled by the cyclist in the first 90 seconds. So he wants in 90 seconds, how much is the distance traveled? So I will divide this figure in this. It's a triangle. And then I will draw a line here. It will be a trapezium. And then I will draw a line here. And this third part will be a rectangle. So I will find the area under the speed time graph. And that will be equal to the distance traveled. I've done this on a paper. Let me show you. So here we go. So you can see here, I have tried to draw that graph. This first portion, area under the graph is equal to the distance traveled. So I have divided this figure into 3 parts. So this first part is a triangle. A1 is his area. The second part is a trapezium, and this third part is a rectangle. So this is 10, the base, the height is 11. So its area is 1 by 2 into base into height, 1 by 2 into 10 into 11. That will be 55 meter. This portion here is the trapezium. This side is, I think, 11. This side is 13. And this side here, which we call the height of the trapezium, that is 30. So 1 by 2 into height into sum of parallel sides. So 1 by 2 into 13, bracket 11 plus 13. So 15 into 24. So 15, 24, that will be 360 meter. So this is 360 meter, A2. So A3 is length into width. This width is 50. This height is 13, sorry. So length into width 15 to 13, that's 650 meter. So I will add A1, A2, and A3. That will be the total area under the speed time graph, and that will be equal to the total distance traveled. So it will be 55 plus 360 plus 650, and 1065 meter is the total distance traveled. 1065 meter is the total distance traveled. So hopefully you have understood that how I have calculated the area, the distance covered in the 90 seconds. So this question is showing up on your screen, A part and the B part. Have a good look at them. Then we have a third part of this question. That's question number 24, third part. It's a little tricky wording. Calculate the time taken for the cyclist to travel 1 kilometer. Calculate the time taken for the cyclist to travel 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer means 1000 meter. 1000 meter. 1000 meter. Okay. So in the first portion, you can see only 55 meter was covered. So I'm looking for the time where 1000 meter was completed. In the second portion, only 650 meter. In the second portion, 360 meters. So 360 plus 55, it's 400. It's 400 something. So 1000 meter will be completed here somewhere. Here somewhere. Try to understand this idea. So 1000 meters should be completed here somewhere. Suppose it is D. So this plus this triangle is a time, I don't know, but their total sum will be how much? 1000. Let me show you. So the distance traveled should be 1000 meters. That will be area 1 plus area 2 plus area 3. Area 1 is same, 55. Area 2, 360. Area 3, I know the height, that is 13, but the width, that will be, I don't know what is the T values, but that will be T minus 40. So that should be 1055 plus 360, and that will go to the other side. And 13 multiplied T, that's 13T. When 13 multiplied with 40, that will be 520. So take this minus 520 to the other side. So 13T equals to 585 plus 520. So that will be 1105 divided by 13. So it will be 85 seconds. So T value will be 85 seconds. T value will be 85 seconds. It's a little tricky question. If you have understood this, let me go back and tell you the 1000 meter distance will be covered here somewhere. So I will call it T A1 plus A2 and the area A3 here, but this value will be T minus 40 and this height was 13. So this was the idea on which we have made this diagram and this calculation, sorry. So 85 seconds is the answer. So hopefully you understand this one. So let's move to the next part and on your. So this is question number 25 showing up on your screen. He says the number of goals scored in 20 football matches are. How many goals are scored? This is written here. Complete the table in the answer space. Use the axis in the answer space represents the information as a bar chart. State the median and calculate the mean number of goals. So let me show you this whole question, and then I have already solved this. So you can see the whole question. So this is the whole question. This is question number. So here I have to draw the tallies, then I have to write the frequency, then I have to draw here the bar graph, bar chart, and then we have to state the median, calculate the mean number of goals. Okay, so let's start. And okay, so here we go. I've done this on a paper. Let me show you, and that question will be easy to understand there. So here we go. Okay. So I have just checked that zero, how many times the zero is in this data, that is 4 times. 1 is how many times in this data, 2 times. 2 is how many times in this data, that's 1 time. 3 is how many times present in this data, that's 2 times. 4 is present how many times in this data, that is 3 times. And 5 is present 8 times in this data. So that is their frequency. I have not shown here tally, but you are supposed to draw the tallies. And let's go to the next question. He says draw them on as a bar chart. In the bar chart, because these are discrete numbers, their bars should not touch each other. So I have written 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The frequency of 0 is 4. So its bar will go up to 4. 1 its frequency is 2. So its bar will go up to 2 frequency. 2 its frequency is 1. So it will go up to 1. 3 its frequency is 2, so it will go up to 2. 4 its frequency is 3, and 5 it's oh by God, this has moved 1 step away. This 5 should be here, so its frequency is 8. This bar chart should be here. Okay, by mistake, I made it one step ahead beyond that 5. It should be over 5. So its frequency is there. So this is how you draw this bar graph. Very simple. And I hope you understand this one. So let's go to the next part. And here we have the median. So I have written all the numbers. 0 is written 4 times, 1 is written 2 times, 2 is written 1 time, 3 is written 2 times, 4 is written 3 times, 5 is written 8 times. So this number, this data is written in the order. So this is basically 20 numbers. So I will leave 9 number here and 9 number here. And in the center, there will be 4 numbers. There will be 2 numbers, sorry. Both of them are 4 and 4. So median will be the average of those 2 numbers in the middle. So 4 plus 4 divided by 2, that will be 4. Question number 5, C part, the mean you want to find out. The mean is summation fx divided by summation f. 0 multiply 4 plus 1 multiply 2 plus 2 multiply 1 plus 3 multiply 2 plus 4 multiply 3 plus 5 multiply 8 divided by 20. So it will be 0 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 plus 12 plus 40 divided by 20. That will be 62 divided by 20. And that will be 31 divided by 10. So 3.1 is the mean value. 3.1 is the mean value. So we are done with this question. And by this question, we are at the end of this paper. So my dear students, today we have done paper 1. This paper 1 is May-June 2003 paper 1. The subject we are studying is Mathematics Syllabus D4024. I hope that this video, this session is helpful to you. If this is helpful to you, kindly don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also recommend these videos to your friends. So thank you very much, everybody, and have a good day, and God bless you all.